All right, Shalawam Akim out there. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 8. And it reads, "O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." Verse 9, "O fear the Lord YAHAWASHI, ye his saints. For there is no want or lack to them that fear him." Verse 10, "The young lions do lack and suffer hunger. But they that seek the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM shall not want any good thing, shall not lack any good thing." Verse 11, "Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord YAHAWASHI. What man is he that desireth life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it." Verse 15, "The eyes of the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayer, their cries." And with that, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahawah being the name of the Heavenly Father, in whom the world is ignorantly called Jehovah, or Yahweh, and YAHAWASHI being the name of his only begotten Son, in whom the world has ignorantly called Jesus Christ, in whom we do worship. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and Seminole Indians. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings, giving double honors unto my apostles, my elders, my teachers, at Great Millstone that are ruling well, and continue to do so. And to you brothers out there fighting this good fight of faith, Shalawam unto you. To you few sisters doing that which is becoming of women, Shalawam. To those that are addicted unto this ministry, I say Shalawam. Now, jumping into this lesson, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but it's going into the Lord's Passover, our Passover. The Lord has become our Passover. 1 Corinthians 11 and 22, I'll read it in the KJV. "What? Have ye not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise ye the church of Yahawah, and shame them that have not? What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this? I praise you not." NLT, "What? Don't you have your own homes for eating and drinking? Or do you really want to disgrace Yahweh's church and shame the poor? What am I supposed to say? Do you want me to praise you? Well, I certainly will not praise you for this." And that's going directly to these other camps. You know what the Passover entails. You know what has happened, what had happened in the original Passover. And you even know what happened at YAHAWASHI's Passover. So how dare you use it for eating and drinking and partying and doing your own thing? Don't you have houses and stuff to do your own things in? When you come to the Passover and to that particular ceremony, you have to come with a changed mind, a new heart, another mind, a mind of a Mashiach. 1 Corinthians 11 and 23. I'll read it in the NLT. "For I pass on to you what I received from the Lord himself. On the night when he was betrayed, the Lord YAHAWASHI took some bread." But let me read it in the KJV. "For I have received of the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord YAHAWASHI, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread." Verse 24. "And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me." You see that? That's how we're going to keep the Passover, doing it in remembrance of the Lord. You see how Paul was so adamant to tell you, hey, man, this was delivered unto me of the Lord. And I'm giving this to you to know how serious this day is. When we kept the original Passover, the spirit, the death angel that was killing the firstborn was YAHAWASHI himself. And he wasn't playing no games that night with the Egyptians, the firstborn of men and beast. But with that blood that he seen over the doorposts of the Israelites, he passed over our homes, not to slay us in that night. We weren't partying. We were eating in haste. We were being thrust out of the land. Because you got to remember, it was plague after plague that hit the Egyptians. But the dwellings of Israel were fine. But that was the very same time when the Lord said, hey, have your shoes on your feet, staff in your hand, blood on your doorposts, eat in haste, for you shall be surely thrust out of the land. So this is not a picnic and whatever and a night at Club Spanky that the elder apostles have been stating. It is a serious assembly, a serious time, a serious undertaking. Bear with me. It says, after the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament or covenant in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. Verse 26, for as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Let's read in the NLT. For every time you eat this bread and drink this cup, you are announcing the Lord's death until he comes again. You got to remember what the Lord did for us through his body being broken and his blood being shed. Come on. Verse 27, wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. YAHAWASHI. Read it in the NLT. So anyone who eats this bread or drinks this cup of the Lord unworthily is guilty of sinning against the body and blood of the Lord. That's right. And the Lord's wrath is still going to be on you because you didn't take the record of his son. You didn't take the record of his son seriously, nor did you take the sacrifice that his son gave seriously. So why would the Lord pretty much pass over you? Why would the Lord deem you deem you free of guilt with a clean slate, so to speak? That's why we do it in sincerity and in truth. Verse 28, but let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Man. And let me read that in the NLT, verse 28. That is why you should examine yourselves before eating the bread and drinking the cup. For if you eat the bread or drink the cup without honoring the body of a Mashiach, you are eating and drinking Yahweh's judgment upon yourself. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep, many are dead and die. That is why many of you are weak and sick, and some have even died. Because those most likely didn't take the ceremony seriously. Others died, and their works do follow them, and they will return. But the Lord is letting you know how serious indeed it is. Because when the Lord gave up the ghosts on the cross, did not the graves that were not the graves open? Were not the bodies that were dead rise again and live full lives? Yes, they did. Now this is 1 Corinthians 11:32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Because while we're keeping this high holy day, what is the rest of the world going to be doing? BS. And you other camps, you do what the world does. You don't keep it the way the Lord kept it, or the way our forefathers were keeping it when the death of the firstborn was being issued out of both man and beast. We keep it serious and solemn. And then we also understand why the Lord passed over our houses, what it represented. And even the Lord's Passover, how powerful it was, and how he represented that lamb, and how his blood represented the blood on that doorpost to us even now, that he will pass over us. And then, what did the Lord say in the scriptures? That as birds flying will the Lord deliver Jerusalem, and by delivering it, he will preserve it. Let me get that. Birds flying. And I'm going to end it with that. Because we're looking for our salvation. Our redemption draweth nigh. Birds. It's like it. It's like it. Come on. I'm going to end it on this. It's real quick. Birds flying. Because the Lord passed over our houses and smote the Egyptians. And what did we follow out of Egypt? The chariot. But this time the Lord is going to send, with a great sound of the trumpet, the angels into the four winds to gather the elect from the four corners of the earth. But here in Babylon, where the Lord spread his wings over Basra, him being in that fathership, the largest chariot mounted on it, all right, what the world has ignorantly called a UFO, and he will deliver the elect from the dangers that will ensue, that will destroy Babylon the Great, this new Egypt. And this deliverance that shall be done in the north country and all the lands whither we have been scattered will take the place of the deliverance that we experienced in ancient Egypt. All right. And that ancient Egypt deliverance will no more be talked about in a sense of, whoa, man, that was a great deliverance. But this deliverance is going to be talked about. Okay. Now this is Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31:5, as birds flying, so will the Lord, YAHAWASHI of hosts, defend Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Defending also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it, the elect. Turn ye unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. You elect members, turn unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. 2/3 of our people will be left here and melted. But those of you that trust in the Lord, blessed are ye. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. All right. And he's a strong stay to those that trust in him. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And the Lord YAHAWASHI has become our Passover. Let's read this here in 1 Corinthians 11:32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Let's read in the NLT. Yet when we are judged by the Lord, we are being disciplined so that we will not be condemned along with the world. Come on, sit. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. That's it. That's what we do. And it says, and if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that he come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come. If you are really hungry, eat at home, so you won't bring judgment upon yourselves when you meet together. I'll give you instruction about other matters after I arrive. So that's it. That's why it's very serious. If you don't know what the Passover really entails, it'd be best for you not to partake in it, because it is serious. But for those of you brethren out there that have been in this thing and know what it entails, eat this bread and drink this cup in remembrance of the Lord. Have a solemn and serious mind, and praise ye the Lord for what he had done for our forefathers in Egypt. And remember that we are living in a even greater time than that of ancient Egypt, and this deliverance shall greatly eclipse the deliverance that has already happened. And pray that you be among that number. I pray that I'm among that number. So with that, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, by whom we do function, double honors unto my apostles, my elders, my teachers, at Great Millstone that are ruling well and continue to do so. To you brothers out there fighting this good fight of faith, keep it up. To you sisters out there doing that which is becoming of women, Shalawam. And to those that are addicted unto this ministry, I say Shalawam.